Hello and welcome to Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're going to be heading over to Brazil where they make Brazil nuts, which I really much like, especially the ones covered in chocolate, because we're talking about their band Goatpenis, which I'm also fond of, particularly the ones covered in chocolate, and their 2017 album Anesthetic Vapor. Anesthetic Vapor, should I say? Right, fuck that up. Banger of an album, of course. It's in my collection. What do you expect? Now this is your sort of war metal stuff going on, so your sort of black and death grind kind of thing. Very, very cool. I like the shiny embossed stuff on the front with the camo. I'm a camo man. I do like my camo. Got some barbarian war metal going on at the top there, nice and shiny. I like how they've labelled the machine gun with the track names and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. They just came out on Nuclear War Now. Great label. And if you haven't heard Goatpenis, they are very interesting. Like I mentioned, a sort of like black metal, grindcore, death metal sort of thing going on. But as far as war metal goes, like for most of the fans that I've come across, it's usually a toss-up between Goatpenis and Blasphemy on who are the kings of war metal. I think it'll always be Blasphemy, but I do love me some Goatpenis as well. Oh, and it makes me sneeze too. And we've got the old nice inlay there. A couple of those guys are dead now, unfortunately, bless them. So Goatpenis came to an end because the main two guys unfortunately passed away in the last few years. Got your lyrics on the back there. Some of them are quite hard to follow, but you know, they do a great job doing their thing. All about the usual sort of war metal stuff. Your nuclear devastation and your blasphemy and your war stuff, you know. They've got their shtick. Now, I get why a lot of people don't like war metal. I can totally understand that. I can see how people can say, "Oh, it all sounds the same," and and yep, I can see that argument absolutely. But I will say, Goatpenis, they kind of stand out for me. You know, they've got that really kind of melodic sound that you would expect to hear from classic black metal bands like Mayhem. You know, so and it's got this is a particularly dark and cold album of theirs for sure. This is definitely they definitely turned the black metal element up a bit more on this one. But my favourite album by these guys is Apocalypse War, which was their Apocalypse Now concept album. Really good, and yeah, that one's just it's still black and death metal and stuff, but it's more heavy on the ferocious side, whereas this is a lot colder. This has got that sort of more black and sort of tinge to it. It really works well. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is still heavy as balls. But for me, I think my favourite albums are to be either between Apocalypse War or their 2020 album, Decapitation Philosophy. Fantastic. If you like bands like Tetragrammaticide, Belphegor, as we covered the other day, Mayhem, Blasphemy, then you're going to be sitting right at home with these guys. Really good stuff. The album's about 35 minutes long, something like that. Not long at all. Each song has its own little bit of identity about it. You know, some are faster than others. Speed's usually the name of the game with these guys, but song structure wise and everything, really cool. Quite experimental. A little industrial in places, but not enough where it could put you off. Like if you hate industrial music, don't think like, oh god, I won't listen to them then. Don't, like intros and stuff. These guys are very, I don't know, they're just a little bit more experimental, a bit more out there, but by no means don't take that as sort of, oh, it's not going to be like traditional metal, because it is straight up heavy as balls, extreme metal that you could possibly want in this day and age, you know, where everything's sounding very, very samey from time to time. I think Goatpenis stand out for themselves. Got quite a nice extensive collection of these guys. The demos, however, from early Goat Moon, I didn't like. I listened to them, you know, whatever they were fucking called. The titles were all backwards and stuff. Didn't get on with those at all. So I wrote Goatpenis off for a while. And then I think like 2 or 3 years later, yeah, I think Apocalypse War came up on YouTube, and I was just like, oh, it's there. I just listened to it, and I really, really enjoyed it. And thought, oh, I've got the wrong impression of these guys. So usually, where the demos are better, complete opposite with these guys. But these, for a lot of it, you could say these guys get better and better, or got better and better. Apart from their last album, because before the other dude in it died, and I'm forgetting the names, and I know I'm going to lose all my cult points for that, but Sabaoth, I think, was the first one who died. They brought out another album after that, but the magic was gone. It was already like, yeah, this doesn't. You could tell it was Goatpenis, but it didn't sound like Goatpenis, if that makes sense. It sounded like a clone band, and it was just like, oh, this isn't as good. And then the member from that, the last remaining member that was of the main lineup, passed away a year or two ago. So they had to they've closed shop, which is a shame, but these things happen, innit? Do you know what I mean? But absolute legends in their own right. Rest in peace to an absolutely fantastic band and some great musicians that the discography are left behind, aside from the demos, in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic. I've not heard everything they've put out, but what I have heard and what I own is very, very good. So Goatpenis, Anesthetic Vapor, check it out. The whole thing's up on YouTube, and if you can get a copy of it, oh, so this is their 6th album. Excellent, yeah. Yeah, and it's got guest vocals by Nocturnal Grave Desecrator. You can tell as well. Like that opening intro is just geezer from Blasphemy just yelling his head off and talking about nuclear devastation and stuff. Really good fun. Really good fun. One of Brazil's best. So get on it. Goatpenis. Make it happen. So support the underground in your local scene, and we'll see you on the flip side.